Okay, we come to the end of this Thursday, and to conclude, thanks to welcome Etienne for the closing session.
Hello. So I hope you enjoy this first day of conference. So I will do a closing session in two parts. The first part will be about a review on the community. The community of Sirius is a community which grew quite fast for several years. As you can see, for SiriusCon, we have registered participants from all over the world. So thank you to everybody, and thank you also to join, even if the time zone are completely different of different persons. We made plenty of events, not only this remote event, but also some local event like Sirius Day, which was in Eindhoven in Netherlands. There was 70 attendees, which is quite good, as it was the first event about Sirius in Netherlands with ASMR, Philips Healthcare, and Etienne who present some feedback about Sirius. There was Eclipse conference where we had some talk about Sirius 2 and the tutorials. There was Eclipse Demo Camp Eindhoven, as it was a very first very great event. So Melanie Batz, the CTO of Obeo, come back there and have another web oriented talk about Sirius. Say EclipseCon Europe 2 in Germany was also an event during this year about Sirius. And I announced today the first Obeo Designer Consumer Workshop. Will take place in the first quarter of next year. The goal of this new workshop is to share industrial experience through a face-to-face meeting, like a kind of user club. So attendees can share best practice, their feedback on the real project, what works, what doesn't work, directly face-to-face meetings. They will have the ability to explore advanced feature of Sirius you want to explore and to understand that attendees will propose before the meeting, so we can do a kind of clinic to explain them in details. To discuss improvement with product leads, the goal is to discuss improvement on existing feature or for a new feature, but directly with the product leads of Sirius, of M2Doc, of Axeleo, of the web port, and so on. And to also to mutually prioritize new features. So we like to have the feedback of user to see which features could be delayed, which one have to be done as quick as possible, and so on. So of course, this kind of improvement and discussion about the future will be with the customers' input, but also will take care about the survey answer of the community as a way to discuss and to have inputs about this kind of brainstorming. So this event is dedicated to our sponsor. It's great to see some industrial user which support the project, and it's include, of course, user which have a support contract, Obeo designer support contract, to support the usage of Sirius in production mode. Of course, beside this kind of face-to-face meeting, there are still the active forum. You can see two graphs on the right side, which shows the trends of the usage of the forum, which is very good. And as you can see, years per years, the number of newcomers increase. So we are very happy to welcome everybody which is new in the Sirius community today, and we hope we will continue to be active in the forum, and don't hesitate to answer yourself to newbie. So the goal is to be a helpful community there. Of course, we have the active Twitter account that we try also to answer your question there. The blog is quite active. I advise you to register to subscribe to this blog if you didn't yet do it. We created this year new tutorials. I think most of you know already the family tutorials, which are already available on the web. But a new one with a video with the voice of Frédéric Maillot, which explains step by step how to create a graphical designer, is already available on the web. So you can read or you can watch. And it's really convenient to learn Sirius with a funny use cases, which is a robot. But before continue your morning, afternoon, night, I don't know, depending on your time zone, I would finish this day by take a step back, and you see that we have plenty of users. As you can see, there is plenty of speakers today, and tomorrow you will have some other, which deal with plenty of DSL, so several graphical designers. And there is a questions, how to ensure a digital continuity across different domains, different editors. So that's really a new challenge, which go beyond just doing one graphical designer for one domain. So one question is how Sirius could help to reconcile stakeholders. If you are a software guy, an electronical guy, or let's say generic engineers expert, how we can work together even if you have domain-specific graphical editors for you. Let's take an example. Autonomous vehicle and electrical cars arrive in the same times in the automotive industry. That's two big bangs in this industry because you need to completely reinvent the way you design a car. So it's very challenging. And when you do this, you need plenty of domains in the same times, which means that you have impact on the electronical systems, you have impact in the 3D, the physical designs, in the simulations, of course, in the system architectures, and all these elements need to interact. If you change the way autonomous braking systems works, it will have impact on all these domains in the same times, and it will begin to be a nightmare if you don't manage the gap between these different domains. This challenge it's called the digital thread. So that's a new word. I don't know if most of you already know this. It's becoming to be more and more famous all over the web to explain how you do a digital continuity across your engineering workflow. So that's a word used mainly for engineering, and to explain how from A to Z you didn't break the workflow of usage. So the change of digital thread is to first never break the workflow. How Sirius is an answer? It's provide a common platform to design several domains, but with the same UI and the same ergonomics. So which really help between users to have the ability to discuss together. To make engineers work together, as you saw today, we say that web is the next challenge for Sirius, and the web helps to stakeholders to discuss easily between them, because you don't need to install everything. Just one URL is enough to share diagrams. So it's really a nice answer for the digital thread. Make tools work together. As Sirius is based on EMF and open format, It's helpful to create connectors between tools, and one major drawback of previous generation of tool was to rewrite several times the same informations at different level of abstractions. With the new version of Sirius and with the digital thread strategy, we try to do connectors between these different abstractions to avoid to recreate several times these informations, even if the abstraction is not at the same level. And last, to do the closed loop, which means that if you are an electrical guy, you want to modify something which comes from your input at the system level, you modify, and somewhere the tool helps you to do an impact analysis from the systems, but also to the software, to the cable, to other domains. So inside your teams, that collaborative future shown by Frédéric Madio, and at the level of your enterprise, that's connections with PLM, Product Lifecycle Manager. So last, how we see the vision of this across several levels of architectures. So here is one answer we'll propose today. Is first to provide the enterprise architecture levels for strategy and organizations, a model-based system engineering for the project architecture and functions. So this time you are focused on one project and not all over the project of all your company, but it's clearly define you the function expected and the allocation between different parts of your systems. And after, you downstream engineering to target different kind of jobs, of skills, and to target your specific with your DSLs. So in terms of standard, the state of the art is for enterprise architecture to use Archimate. For MBSE, it's Arcadia methodology, and of course DSL to target specific engineering. We propose some solution to solve these needs. So Smarty is the one for Archimate, Capella and System Modeling Workbench, which provide the professional support, but also connection with Teamcenter is for MBSE. And the two tools are on the same data model and same feature set. And Sirius, of course, which is at the heart of Smarty and Capella and SMW for providing the glue between all the modeling. And of course, creating bridge between all these different levels is the solution of solving the digital thread. For today and tomorrow, today is a result of the survey which was been sent to the community several weeks ago. As you can see, the different kind of serious representation you use, of course, there is diagram that we are very proud and happy to see that properties view is really heavily used, because the investment we made on properties view come from the survey several years ago, where you say that it was the most expected feature you want to see in Sirius. So we are very happy to see that it is used a lot. And we had the answer that also for what you expect to have is to have better layout engine, better integration with Xtext. And tomorrow they will have a new survey, and Pierre Charles will help you to discuss about this tomorrow at 4 p.m. So if you have some questions, don't hesitate. And of course, I will just ask you to wait just a few months to bring you to the next generation of modeling tools. So let's see if there are some questions.
Okay, thank you, Etienne. We had some questions, but not directly related to your presentation, and I think we had all the answers. So I would like to thank you all for attending today. It was a pleasure for me to animate the different sessions, and I hope to see a lot of you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Okay, have a good journey, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.